What's up everybody, I'm Jesse from Mullen the Maker, and today we're going over how to make some Viking weapons. Well, not actual weapons, more like kid toys or props, but it was a lot of fun. So this project's sponsored by Viking Coffee Company. Make sure you check them out. They make some damn good coffee. And I'm not just saying that, that's actually their slogan, and it's pretty freaking accurate. So make sure you check them out. Link is in the description. Let's get into the project. So I just used some 3/4 inch plywood. I had some on hand, and if you have little kids like mine, you could actually go a little bit thinner and do maybe 1/2 inch plywood, just so it's a little lighter, a little more less thump if they hit each other with it. But this is what I had on hand, and ended up working out. So I started drawing out the weapons that I wanted to make. So I made 2 shields and about 6 weapons. Now after drawing out all the weapons, I cut the plywood in about half, and so I had a 4x4 sheet. After I cut it, I went through and I started using my jigsaw to cut out all the weapons. Now for the jigsaw, I just cut kind of basically around the weapons. It wasn't over the lines where I actually wanted the weapon to be shaped out of, because I took them over to my bandsaw where it's a little more accurate to cut. Now if you don't have a bandsaw, you just have a jigsaw would work just fine as well. It just takes a little bit more time, a little more precision, and a little more patience. Now after getting them completely cut out through the jigsaw and the bandsaw, I took them over to my benchtop sander. Now I use the sander to shape some of the edges on the axes and things like that, but also to round over all the edges, clean up any splinters, anything like that. After the sander, I took it over to my router table. If you don't have to have a router table, you can just sand them off and really round them over with just a sander. But I wanted a more dramatic round over, which works really well with a router table and a round over bit. After the router table, made sure that there's no splinters on it, sanded it real quick. Now it's time to paint them. So we started with a water-based stain. We used a dark stain for all the handles, and since it's water-based, they dry really fast. Now after they were all dry, we taped off all the stained parts that we didn't want painted. It was time to paint the blades. We used a hammered paint. Now this hammered paint's really cool because it makes it look more rustic, actually makes it look more like a metal blade. And so it's gray, it's silver, it's perfect for this application. I used a water-based poly for this and just a spray can. Makes it really easy, really simple. You can pick it up at any hardware store. After the weapons were complete, we put those to the side, and it's time to work on the shields. Now in the Nordic culture, if you've ever seen Vikings on History Channel, or if you're just into the Nordic culture, all the shields were painted with pretty awesome designs. Usually indicated what clan you're from or what king you served. And so we wanted to kind of mix it up and paint one for my son and one for my daughter that were different colors. They could distinctly tell whose shields were whose. Once that was done, we applied a water-based poly to the top with just a foam brush. Now you could just stop there. You're pretty much done. You don't need to add anything else to the weapons, but we wanted to give it even more character. So we went and grabbed leather scraps from Hobby Lobby, went through and just started wrapping them, giving them a more Viking feel. We used mostly hot glue for everything to attach the leather strips and the leather handles, everything like that. We just used hot glue. If they come off, we can just hot glue them again. It's pretty simple and it's safe. Now for the shield handles, we just used a strip of leather and some washers with some screws. And that's pretty much it. It was a lot of fun. If you're using this for a costume, it's really fun, or just making kids toys so they can go have fun and be kids and run around and not be on a computer. This is perfect. It was so much fun. My kids love it. And if you want to see how much they love it, roll it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was a blast of a project. Thanks for Viking Coffee for sponsoring. Go pick you guys up a bag of coffee. You won't regret it. Subscribe to the channel here. Make sure you follow me on all the other social platforms. Link is in the description. Check out my website where I have a bunch of plans that are free, PDF, step-by-step. So if you're getting into building, they're perfect for you. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. See you guys next time. Now go build something. Let me see it.
Hey Jack, higher Jack.
Like up here. Okay, go ahead. Pour it all out. Pour it all out.